Hey, what's up? This is G Snap, and you're listening to CaveBeing Radio. What's up?
Hello, good people. You are tuned in on CaveBeing Radio. Stay tuned. Much love.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Tabang Huma, founder of Studio November, and you tuned into CaveBeing Radio.
Yo, it's your boy Imfole Para, aka Stlatsa. Wa itse dintsha re mo CaveBeing Radio. Ditswile.
Yo, it's your boy B.O.G. on CaveBeing Podcast. And you know what time it is, baby.
Yo. It's the one and only FIXI Nader on KBeing Radio with the coolest host ever, Mr. Timmy, out to rocking it on your speaker box.
Yo, this is Tumuloro Mofilo Sokoro, aka Melon. Please don't forget the heart. Welcome to another episode of KaveBeing Radio. Stay tuned for other episodes. Go!
Good afternoon, good people, and welcome to yet another episode of CaveBeing Radio, episode 16. And yeah, we got a good guest today, a dope guest by the name of. Actually, I'm not introduce. You'll introduce yourself, like what's your name and everything. But welcome to yet another episode of CaveBeing Radio. Boysen, welcome to CaveBeing Radio, dog.
Thank you.
How you feeling? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not, dog. I'm good. And yeah, welcome. This is CaveBeing Radio, dog. We take pride in interviewing like people who are creative, like Wawan. And I feel like you're a creative, and what you do in terms of Spanisaka, it's really dope. I saw it like on Instagram. That's where you post your work, most. You don't have any other like platforms studying. So yeah, I saw your work there. I was like, yeah, it's dope. It would really be dope if I'd have a sit down learner and just figure out how the process, where you started and everything. Because I think more or less this conversation it's gonna be probably educational for now. Cause and just finding out how the but yeah, besides that, you can just introduce yourself for a Oman and yeah, where you from and stuff.
Oh, okay. My name is Tepo Kareem Potani. I'm a filmmaker. I'm like a man of like lots of things.
Okay, yeah.
I also do coding. I wanna delve into like cybersecurity one day.
Yeah.
But mainly right now, I'm an editor, VFX artist.
Yeah.
And I work mostly on music videos, campaigns, films, obviously. And I wanna delve more on like advertising.
Advertising.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard adverts in Alezag.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm wrong or okay.
I can be set for like a nice 6 months.
6 months now,
working.
from like day one. If okay, yeah, that's dope. Then before we go into like conversation around, I'd like to ask like the guest that I'm showing like this is a question that I love asking like my guests, like your mental state at this point in a scale of 10. How would you rate it at this point? Like where rate I am?
Like
your mental state, like in a scale of 10.
Okay, so can I get clarity? Like mental state, like negative or positive?
Yeah, depending on how you rate it in a scale of 10, it will say like maybe you are down, or let's just say if I say my mental state, I'm at 2.
Yeah.
That means maybe I'm very low in terms of spirits and everything.
Okay.
But if get 7 or 8, that means
Yeah, my mental state right now it's on 7.
7.
Yeah, life.
A solid 7.
Yeah, life is good right now. Life is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is good. It's on 7.
Yeah. What makes you? What made you? Nkareng, what happened that put you there? That put you on that 7? Because I know last week it was like the graduation. Was it that or?
No, it wasn't like I forgot about graduations, to be honest. It was just like an event for me.
Okay, yeah.
Because one thing I learned about like graduations, I'm just like celebrating me for like one day, and yeah, Monday life got real, you know.
Yeah.
Went back to reality.
There's some chick that said that go graduation ceremony and okay, yeah, it's dope now, but after Monday, she was like, after when this is all done now, it's back to reality.
Yeah, so the reason why like my mental state is on 7 right now, is because I finished my Ramadan.
Oh yeah. Eid Mubarak, like
Eid Mubarak. Yeah, so but like I wanna like practice more of my Islam, because I saw during Ramadan I wasn't like really consistent with it. But like at the end of the month, sharp, like my spirit was really high. And then I think like working and not like sitting down in jail, like waking up in the morning knowing like I have like some work to do. Lots of people complain about working. They complain
in your field or in general.
In my field, like when they have like a lot to do, they complain like, yo Joe, I have like 5 projects to work on.
Damn, yeah.
You see, I'm
sure let's the deadline.
We work with deadlines. For me, like having like 5 projects is like, it's like enough food. Like it's nice having food on the table than like true. Not doing anything, you know. So I can like something to do, young stimulate as a person, because I have like 5 things, and they talk like different like approaches, you know.
True.
So working on this one, and then like let's say like
I will perform at your best for that one.
And then I be like, let me leave it for like few hours. Let me take a walk, maybe. Like park.
Open your mind a bit. Like some people they smoke, some people drink.
So I just walk. And then I come back. I open like a different project. And then I work on like another project, and then the other project. It's gonna like help me to like actually find the problem for the other one, because I was overthinking on the other one.
True.
So that's how it helps me. And one thing I learned is that when I take those walks, I always have like a journal on me. So like every time I'm working, I know like, oh, I have this idea for this. I just sit down and then
you jot it down.
I just write everything down, and then when I get there, I just like do everything.
No, I feel you. I think we share the same almost like train of thought in terms of like ideas. Now I don't take walks or all of that. It's just that when I get an idea, like it doesn't matter where I'm at. I make sure that I jot it down at least or one. So yeah, that makes sense. But I guess that solid 7 comes from where now achieving like what you wanted in terms of span.
Yes, and like just walking, you know, it also stimulates you.
Your mind,
seeing like people I know, like just having like small chat, and talking about something, and then just seeing like nice things outside.
Sure.
And women also motivate me.
Nice things. But yeah, that's dope. Then let's get into like your background, Wabon. Just Tsepo as a young kid, Wabon. What's okay, Orange Farm, ne? From Orange Farm, Tsepo, Orange Farm as a young kid. What kind of kid were you, like, in terms of just you as a person, Wabon? Then what kind of family were they supportive of besides what you're doing now? Obviously before you did this now, there were some things like you were busy with, were they really supportive, or high school wise, primary, what kind of a person were you, like Orange Farm? If I'd go to Orange Farm and be like, man, Tsepo, what kind of a person was Tsepo was?
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this question my whole life.
Yeah.
So, Khane ke gola, Tshepo wanted to be like a superstar, like a football player.
Okay, yeah.
So, for me, how like my mother actually like realized I had like potential with football is because like ga ke sheba like dintwana tsa nou tse leng like kgetch ke dlala le thaka tsa bona.
Okay, yeah.
When I was in like boma grade R, grade 1, I was already like playing with like the peers tsa ka ne le babuti ba tsenang bo grade 4, 5.
In terms of football.
In terms of football,
yeah.
So I had this nickname when I was growing up. I actually had 2 nicknames ball when I was growing up. So the first one was Kaka.
Okay.
Like I had like this Brazilian jersey. I asked my mother to like write the Kaka name behind it.
So Kaka was more of an inspiration.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Kaka was like one of my inspirations growing up. And then I discovered like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
And then I discovered like more. That's when like I actually like delve into football like kantle. Because I used to watch like Orlando Pirates only with my uncle.
Okay.
So, and happy with my background, the reason why I support Orlando Pirates, I just don't support Orlando Pirates just because it's Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Orlando Pirates is like, it's written down in like our family history.
Okay.
It's like a family team. It's like a family team.
So you have family members that have played for the team or have been involved in the inception of the team or what?
So it's not on record though. I tried to look for it.
Yeah.
So my grandmother's brother, he used to play for Orlando Pirates.
Okay. Yeah.
When like, who's the guy, the president of Orlando Pirates?
Dr. Ivan Khoza.
Yeah, Dr. Ivan Khoza. During like Dr. Ivan Khoza days when Ivan Khoza was also playing football.
Oh, when he was also playing.
Yes.
Damn,
during those days.
Yeah.
So that's how like like to support Orlando Pirates because like has been carried throughout the family from the Bafokeng, my grandmother's side.
Okay.
And then she got married to Potsani.
Okay.
And then like it still became like a family tradition.
Okay.
So Orlando Pirates on the side.
So guessing when you were still young, when you saw yourself as an Orlando Pirates superstar at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And winning like Boma World Cup.
Okay.
World Cup of 2010.
Yeah.
I was that young.
Yeah.
And then Khape Sharp, I wanted to be like a footballer like from primary school.
Yeah.
And then it hit like Boma grade 6, 7.
Yeah.
My mother's an academic.
Okay.
You see, my mother's a teacher.
All right.
So my mother told me that like I have like 2 choices life. Kinga say like I'm proud for like people who actually like ba khona go tshwara bolo le school at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
That's really impressive. But yeah, she didn't believe in like me kids in a school like actually doing school and like fully like focusing on football because I was like too focused on football.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually something's gonna suffer there. Yeah. Or something. And most of the time, kebolo will give you like a big opportunity at a young age, and you'd have to either sacrifice scalar or be like, you know what, no, get proper scale.
Yeah. So in the interview, so my mother told me, Tsepo, tlogela bolo for now.
That's always the for
now.
Yeah.
She was like,
but it starts off like that for nakonyana.
Yeah.
Then when you wanna go back, it's like, doc, you are so far. Your academics. Why would you wanna go back there?
Yeah. So what happened is, grade 6, ka tlogela bolo.
Yeah.
I disappeared until. Ibile for now, I thought like I'm gonna take a whole year school and then December I'll go back to soccer, football, and then get la boyela school about December like even Tibia. So Yaban China like it just went until grade 9.
Usadlala.
Ke sa dlale like the way nek dlala ka teng, like
Oh, yeah,
7,
regularly
11
like.
aside.
Okay, yeah.
Abo ne ke dlala bo mamona le mona.
No chakela.
Ne ke tjhakela
Okay,
bo
yeah.
sekolo ne re dlala bo ma break time
Sure.
dilonyana tse jwalo.
Yeah.
And then sharpo ya fitla grade 9. So grade 9 e bile ntshana gore like okay ntse ke nyaka go dlala bola bo. I went to play gape.
So this is high school, ne?
Yes.
So how do people perceive you? Because girl, are you this superstar, this guy who's good at soccer?
Nah.
Or you're this broer who's dope at academics, or are you this broer who's good with girls? And what are you like at high school at the time? Yeah.
At high school, I was a nerd.
Okay.
Wait till like the outitsane like habadi bona babona fela like bari.
Okay, yeah.
Until udula a shebile buka.
No,
or
I
either
feel
like
you.
they always like listening to music.
Oh, sharp.
When they talking like.
You're always to yourself like most of the time.
Yeah, I I really had like cool friends. Like really cool friends. Like hara like all my friends. Everyone stand out, the one that actually changed my life.
Okay.
The reason why I'm here today is because of that bro.
That bro, okay.
Because he introduced me to like the pop culture.
Okay.
I was familiar to like with the pop culture.
That's like music, fashion, and entertainment and stuff. Yeah.
So what happened is, when I went back to football,
okay. Yeah.
So I was like, nah. No initially like choice like I'm not going back to playing football like
because of the injury.
Yeah, because of the injury.
Yeah.
So khane kopana out here like later grade 9. Nkere ben ba rata go shafola like bo sekolo hana sa tsene class 1 for like the whole year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rona mo nek tsena teng like ben ba re shafola.
It's a system ya kusigela seo.
Yeah, abo ba re shafola. So we got shuffled. I met that bro.
And that must have been hectic, dog. Because it teaches you not to be comfortable, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe I think it teaches you like to be open to working with different people, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like like end of the semester you're gonna meet like new people.
New people, yeah. And they bring something like to your life, like yeah.
So imagine like I changed classes like 4 times in 2 years.
Damn, yeah.
And
yeah,
like
different people.
You see?
Yeah.
So when I met that bro, his name is Lumko
okay.
Mashi, one of like my best friends of all time.
Yeah.
So he taught me like the pop culture. He taught me about like everything, like for me to actually become like a filmmaker too.
It started there, your friend.
Yeah, it started with my friend. So what we did, we used to we used to watch like skate videos.
Okay.
We used to watch skate videos. I don't know if you know Baseline from Cape Town, Baseline magazine.
No.
One of like the greatest thing that changed my life. I even met when we went to the House of Vans last year.
Yeah.
Even met like the guy we idolized when we were growing up.
Okay.
Is he Justice Gauthier? You see?
He's a skater.
Yeah, great skater.
Yeah.
Great skater.
Do you skate?
I can't skate.
You can't skate, but you just love the culture.
I just love the culture.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened is we watched those things. We watched like the Supreme things. We follow like lots of like skaters, and then he started like going into like, okay, I see like the skaters.
Yeah.
But like the camera work is actually impressive.
Oh.
You see? Like the camera work and like how they edit the whole thing. It
looks so
cool. And then we started like shooting. When he got like he bought like when the iPhone X came out, he bought it and we started shooting
with his phone.
With his phone, we like to edit the videos on our phones. And then that's when like my creativity like started like
that's dope. So that's where the transition happened now.
Yeah, that's where the transition happened. So yaba ntwenyana ejwalo, and then I started like doing graphic design
as well.
Yeah, doing like graphic design. I've like taken my friends' pictures, like doing like some cool things. I remember making like this PS PlayStation 3 cover.
Okay.
And then it just had like my friends on it.
Shit, okay. On some creative shit, like, yeah.
And I didn't like on my phone. I had like this old Huawei.
Okay.
Like using like PixArt.
Yeah.
And then like at that time I didn't like actually believe in myself and like my creativity.
Or you were just testing out stuff,
we were
like
just playing.
true.
Playing.
Yeah.
So since like we both like academics, really too. Like the creative side was just like us having fun.
Fun, yeah.
That was our fun.
It was just a developing passion. You didn't know at the time. Yeah, you were just enjoying this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because one thing they gave like in our high school, it was like so many groups. Like group like like that one like those guys but
no true that's high school yeah. So then there's that group yamajita ba disc like
rugby ba cricket so like we're both talented in football
okay or your friend
it was really that good
sure
so but like we just like love books, love cultures, love music a lot. DJ and then
I think everybody passes this stage. Either you test out that thing of being a rapper, or you try being a DJ. Like I think everyone passes that stage.
So fast forward, metric, I wanted to be a lawyer.
A lawyer, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer. But like the metric results hadn't do me.
Oh, okay.
Because I won't like blame COVID for that.
Oh, okay.
Because niggas in the metric like 2020.
Oh, 2020. Okay, yeah.
My friend wanted to be like a economist.
Damn.
Like they wanted to do like crazy things.
Sure.
Even though we are so creative.
But yeah, the what's this? Career path in Lebatla was this thing.
Yeah, it was this thing. But like 2021, I took a gap year, just to find myself.
Yeah.
And then I met this other friend of mine.
So before you go there, how was that year 2020? Doing metric within that year of lockdown and stuff? Because I've never heard that perspective of somebody who was in metric at 2020. It's only like people who are working, or maybe somebody who was doing his first year or one. So I'm wondering, how was it for like a matriculant cat 2020? Like that dynamic.
It was
because like, I guess the school on the adjusted the system. It
was really hard, to be honest with you. Because we are not used to like studying from home, like
true.
3 months. And then when we come back to school, like at least you've covered like term 1 and term 2.
Damn, in 3 months.
And like I don't even remember how many months was it like the lockdown before we went back to school. So we went. It be like that thing. We had to come to school maybe once or twice.
Oh no, true.
A week.
Plus, like it's like that thing. Those rules are in a room. You can't be like 10 of you or something like
So happy mentally, it was really like hard because like when you come to school, for example, I had like friends. Schedule it like they're not the same.
No, true,
So like I come Monday, they come Tuesday. The other ones come Wednesday. We don't see each other. Like imagine not seeing like your friends for like 2 months. And then you can schedule you guys be like, hey, I was at school yesterday.
So your social life, cause it's non-existent.
And outside is non-existent because
still,
you just stay in the house. You guys only like lebuaka like on the phone or when you play like video games online so that you guys can connect. So you're not like, it was really hard, to be honest. Like I don't even have like words for it. It was really hard. It was like life for us like estopile in a way because most of us like we didn't like even write our metric. We're like, oh, write metric 2021. We can't do this.
It was an option.
They gave people options like,
damn,
are you gonna do it this year and just try out your best and then
or just wait for next year maybe it will be a bit better like in terms of the restriction.
So when they were like, nah, we tryna leave our houses, abo.
Yeah.
So we're gonna write it, and then write it to pass.
Yeah.
Abo. So sharp, but pass it like.
Yeah.
My friend group, like we all
passed. Okay.
Pass it, and then Baba were like they were able to qualify for the things they wanted.
Okay.
Abo.
Yeah.
The other one, he was able to qualify to go to like engineering.
Okay.
And then the other ones were like Baba Mbele to like medical school.
Damn.
You see, like our whole friend.
No, I see like now I see your group. It was that group earlier, those guys, but Pascal.
Yeah.
Probably the top 10 every term.
That's crazy. We were never in top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys were known for scale.
Yes.
Yeah, for just being good like students and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened is 2021 talking gap year.
Yeah.
I met this friend of mine. So I didn't know anything about AFDA, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like Nekisa.
But you knew this the school.
No.
You didn't know it existed.
I didn't know that school existed.
Like after high school.
After high school, I wanted to go to University of Western Cape to do my.
I also wanted to go. I also wanted to go to UWC, but I got like economics.
Yeah, now I wanted to do like BCom in law.
Law, okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, they introduced me to AFDA.
That guy.
It was actually a female.
A female.
She
okay.
wanted to go there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then.
How did that happen? Was it over a conversation, or you now want to go to AFDA?
So, we were actually like talking. Like I've been like I always loved movies, like films.
Movies, okay.
You see, so she was like, the way like you talk about like films, why don't you just go to like a film school?
Yeah.
And then just try to like delve into that thing deeper. I was like, interesting. I never thought of like actually going to film school, you know.
True, yeah.
I love film. Like I know the mediums of like, oh, this is like, you see.
Yeah.
And then she was like, try it out, double.
Yeah.
They just need. I was like, what's the requirement? She was like, for BA, they just need you to have like BA.
Or in terms of your what's this? Like matric, it's either you qualify for a diploma or a bachelor's. Okay.
Yeah. So she was like, you can just like give them your BA, and then Batlo they will take you. I was like, crazy.
That's simple.
That's simple. And then sharp, I delved into it, and then I found out like I have to pay myself.
Okay. When that UWC thing, you were looking for like the bazaar.
Yeah, bazaar.
Okay.
Get like becoming law, bazaar.
Yeah, bazaar. Okay.
The second about the NS fast. I was actually taken by NS fast.
Okay.
Flop.
The UWC ni accepted already.
So when I did this other one, I got like BA in maritime engineering.
Okay.
2021, I actually did it for 3 months before I actually took that gap year.
The gap year.
Because I was like, nah.
Where were you studying this maritime engineering?
Is this other peninsula in
Peninsula.
Peninsula, yeah, in like Western Cape.
Yeah, I think it's much closer. It's even closer to UWC, like.
Yeah, that one, no, bro. So I did that thing for like.
Yeah, but maritime, I'm sure maritime engineering, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dope, like, what's this? Industry.
Yeah, it is. But like, I hate water.
Oh yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm scared of water, Loki. Like you said, you're scared of like claustrophobic.
Oh yeah, I'm
scared of like not seeing anything
but just water.
Yeah, just water. I'll lose my mind, abo.
No, I feel you.
So yeah, I drop out on that thing, sharp. That's when like the film thing started.
So you actually after matric you were in Cape Town.
No. Like
you were studying like online.
Yes, that's why I dropped out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I dropped out. Because 3 months online classes.
It was hectic. I'm sure the content that thing was.
And
was crazy.
Online classes like it's like working from home got 2020.
Oh yeah, no.
So like I don't want to do that anymore.
It brings back trauma,
yes. Yeah. So I was like, nah. I never get home this thing.
Yeah.
So sharp, I was able to go after I had like my parents. We had a conversation, and they were like, "Okay, you can go there." My mother, when I was graduating, Saturday,
Yeah.
she was like, "To be honest with you, this thing like you qualified in, I still don't understand it. I just took it. I just took you there because like I saw her like you wanted to do something, and more one thing Orange Farm. It's not like a great place to be. Just imagine like just being there for like another year since Uduti High like last year.
Oh, okay, that online studying thing. Yeah.
I like just imagine sitting at home for another year, Kara.
Yeah, cause at some point, kasi ni ka consume like just the lifestyle like kasi.
You see.
Yeah.
So that's why she was like, I still don't believe in it. I don't understand it.
But here we are.
Yeah.
We are graduated.
Yeah, I graduated, but like. I took you out of the house.
Yeah.
And like you surrounded yourself with like good people now than like people not really surround high.
Yeah.
So sharp. When I came.
So yeah, no Santsubeka that conversation I will that chick. Wow. When I introduced us to AFDA like film school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So like she told me like I should go for it.
Film school, yeah.
Yeah, film school, and then I did it. I went for it. 2022, like my first year.
Yeah.
In AFDA. So when I got to AFDA first year, so this is where like the person you see right now.
Yeah.
Like actually started like
the inception of what I'm seeing now. Yeah.
That's like how everything started. You see. So I got to AFDA. I wanted to be like a director, a cinematographer.
Okay. Who was your inspiration at that time for you like to have an idea of like being a director like?
Okay, my biggest inspiration was this guy, Quentin Tarantino.
No, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because Quentin Tarantino was my biggest inspiration.
Spike Lee?
Spike Lee is too deep.
It's too deep, no?
It's too deep.
Okay.
Spike Lee is too deep, and I'm not trying to delve into like black problems. I love black people.
I feel you.
I love black people, but
I understand what you say.
So I'm not trying to delve into like those type of topics.
Yeah.
I just want to have fun.
Cause I mean like even his style of like filming and everything. It wouldn't be easy for somebody to delve into that just because they like Spike Lee. It's something that needs to be like you need to embody that.
Yeah, and I think you also need like the experience.
The experience, yes.
Because now when you look at Spike Lee's movies, and then you look at like Spike Lee's history, like like for him to actually write that thing, it came from like stories say and like he can tell about himself.
Okay, yeah. I don't know much. Probably I know I've watched movies Spike Lee, not knowing Spike Lee, but one that I know of Black Landsman.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually love that movie, it's dope. Then Django Quentin, eh?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
You see with Quentin Tarantino, he delved into like black problems like
no Maria Quentin is dope, dog.
And then like he made it like look fun, like look nice, like exciting. Like Hayona Khanisi too much, you like who's gonna die next, you know?
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Yeah,
like
it's enjoyable.
It's like how people debate Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Yeah.
It's like Kendrick is you have to focus and listen
think.
to what is think. Drake you can just enjoy
you
like
can just enjoy you can just play like Drake music like to your kids, and then they'll enjoy his music.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, like they're gonna get bored and
imagine playing like both Father Time to your kids like.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
So
Quentin was
my biggest inspiration
at that time. Yeah.
Yeah. So sharp. But first year went by, and like first year didn't just went by. So one thing I'll tell you is, you see how I love editing and VFX?
Yeah.
I actually hated them in first year.
You hated that?
Because of like the practicals they gave us.
Okay. Was it a lot of work or just figuring out that was difficult?
Like the softwares, whatever. I was like, yo, After Effects, that thing like masking takes a lot of time.
Okay.
And then editing takes a lot of time. Like for like hours editing, trying to like puzzle out like everything so I can make like a meaningful story.
And I understand because this was new to you.
Yes.
When you wanted to study law, you were studying this maritime engineering. Then that girl introduced you to filming.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, but it makes sense. No, you're not so company software. You're like, okay, this is what I got myself into here. Yeah. And this is real time, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happened is, Kileka Shire, like I did like the whole first year, and then I went to second year. Second year, it was time to like things were getting like really real.
Yeah.
Now you have to choose like what you wanna do with your life. Now.
Yeah, you need to decide now.
Yeah.
Because second year, the next day it's final.
Yeah.
You need to know, am I pushing this director thing?
Or am I pushing this?
Because I guess how things get broad now. You can see, okay, you can be this and this and this.
Yeah, you can be this. And like now the lecturers are like on your neck.
Okay.
Like now
you need to deliver.
Like now you see like the whole procedure, like for you to actually make like a meaningful story, you need to do this.
Yeah.
I was like, I know myself as a person.
Yeah.
And at that time, I knew how like I didn't have like that much confidence to be like a director.
Yes. Directors, you need to be hands-on, and there's this persona, director. Yeah.
So I saw how like I'm not like confident enough to be a director. I was like, okay.
Was there a chat by yourself, or did
it was a chat?
Did somebody like maybe put an idea in your head, or you see directors are like this, then you thought about it, or?
Nah, it was like reflection.
Okay.
And then I chose color grading. It was like first term of like the first semester of second year.
Yeah.
I chose color grading and.
Or second year you choose now.
You choose like first term you choose like say 2. Second term you choose say 2.
You choose say 2 to them.
And then end of the semester. Semester 2, from like the ones you chose, you're just gonna choose which combo you're gonna vibe with.
Oh, okay, no, understand. Yeah.
So first term I did like cinematography and color grading, and then sharp. I'm like ke color blinding yana in a way.
Okay.
People, when I tell them I'm colorblind, like they don't believe me. They'll be like, "What about this thing red?"
Yeah.
I'll say it's red, but like when you're grading, there's like different ways to see colors.
Oh yeah, I peeped like I understand that because on Instagram, I see like you work with color most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but like, color till it's not like red or so.
Yeah, because when I work with like color, the colors I work with, it's like color, and like you see it's like boom red.
Oh, okay.
Not like color, and like when you're grading, like people who have like crazy experience with grading, they'll tell you like there's too much red on that thing. When I can't see the red at all.
Oh, but go not in that red.
You see, but I can't see the red.
Oh
but
no,
they
I understand. Yeah.
So that's how I was like, nah, this is not me. And then with cinematography, I enjoyed it. But like,
so before you go to that red your color grading, you put it there in a sense of how can I put this? It was more of a feeling than seeing color.
Yes.
Okay.
But like at the same time, I thought like the red is not there, but it's been there. Everywhere, so I'm just putting more red. More red.
So by the time I presented, it's like, yo, too much red, dog.
Too much red.
Oh,
There's too much red.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm not like cut out for this.
Yeah.
Cinematography is fun. Yeah, but I don't think I have the patience for it.
Okay.
Because
what is
it's like
cinematography?
cameraman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You are
like,
behind the camera. Okay.
yeah, abo. So reason why is because like rather like Nike, rather like a director be like in my ear during post production.
Okay.
Than like during production, because production like it's time, like now like
No, yeah, it's
like you need to work with time.
Yeah.
With post like I
need to
can,
be efficient and effective and stuff. Yeah.
and like the actors like but they get tired.
Yeah, true.
If you don't work fast.
It's a technical thing, like.
Yes. So Gabon, I'm not cut off for this. And then second term I had to choose other.
You tried it, ne? Cinematography.
Yeah, I tried it.
Then you were like, nah.
I said no more. And then second term I had to go for like got to a comfort zone and another scale.
Damn.
I was like, I'm doing editing and VFX.
Was it the only ones left, or let's say then you were like, I won't do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather go for
these two.
Yeah.
For this combo.
Yeah.
And then to be honest with you, that second term, anxiety like nix about those things.
Okay.
I didn't know anything.
You only met them first, yeah, ne? Then you were like, this software is a thing.
Yes.
This is crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
So this time now you're like, okay, now I'd rather go with these ones.
Yes. You see, and I didn't know anything about them. I had like an idea because we used to like, I have like experience with like graphic design.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
VFX is like some graphic design.
Yeah.
When we were editing those skating videos.
Okay.
I was also like editing, so experience it there.
Or at least that basic foundation and nothing.
Yes,
okay.
I know how to like told like a good time to cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then sharpo, I did those things for that whole term.
Yeah.
And then like I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And then semester khanefela, I got like a film cam.
Okay. That's second year, ne?
Yeah, that's
and that's your first camera.
Yeah, it's my first camera. I got like a film cam.
Yeah.
I put like editing and VFX on the side.
Yeah.
And I was just like playing with like the film cam.
Okay, yeah.
And that's when I started like this other page of mine. It's called Puza Imbiza.
Puza Imbiza.
Yeah, Puza Imbiza. Yeah.
Yeah. You still have it, Leno? Yeah.
Yeah, still have it.
Okay.
Puza Imbiza.
What kind of work do you do there?
I shot like film photography, like film, like you see, like
okay, yeah,
85mm.
Yeah,
film rolls, like the old stuff.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
I did those type of like photography.
Is it that type like I saw like there's picture like?
Yeah,
that's that kind of work.
Yeah, I shot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, dog.
So, I did that, and then I realized sort of like photography has so much competition.
Or industry thing.
Yeah,
there's a lot of photographers, dog.
I was like, no, this is not what I want.
Yeah. Or the camera, like the photography thing, you just picked it up, fella. You were just trying out, or you were like.
And get like I used to just take pictures with like my phone.
Yeah. Even back then, guy phone fit. Yeah. So this
like,
time you're like, because Kemo after, let me just buy a camera and push this thing and or advance my skills probably.
Now in a situation is wrong. Nali, my friend back in high school.
Yeah.
We also liked the film photography thing.
VHS. Okay.
About how VHS people love it now.
Sure.
We love that thing.
Like that silhouette, that thing and stuff. Oh, okay.
We love that thing in 2018. 2019.
Facts.
Like, you know that quote, Barre, what you like now, I liked it 5 years ago.
No, type thing. yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So at this point, where's your friend now?
My friend, he's in NWU. What's in Poch?
Poch.
Yeah,
what is he studying? Economics.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what happened is, when I realized like the photography game is like really crazy, I started like the KAREEM'S page.
Okay.
So now when I started like the KAREEM'S page, I was editing like Boma. You see those when you hot on the Instagram, they just like cut movies and then they just make it look cool.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, just like recutting like a movie, like even short, the 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, no, yeah,
you
true.
just add like your music of choice
Okay,
and just
yeah,
make it cool, like
yeah.
cutting to beat. I started like doing things like that.
Yeah.
And then, this is too basic.
Yeah.
And then I started like this other series of mine. I call it like experimental.
Okay. On Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
So every time I post something, I just say experimental 1, experimental 2,
okay.
experimental 3.
Yeah.
It was like later 2023.
But what are you editing this time? Like it's already movie, like, or
I'm just.
Or you just getting random clips of
stock
whatever.
Footage
okay.
And Kinka music video.
Oh, okay.
So
what we see with the KAREEM'S account to Noyana, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, how you like down, like
yeah.
where everything started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like me.
Okay.
And now I don't even post my work anymore.
Okay. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because like, for me.
Do you feel like people know your work now, or what you're all about? So there's a lot of work that you do for maybe brands or campaigns or whatever. Too much so that you feel like
now wait, it's a like if it's really cool for me, like it's really cool, I'll post it.
Okay, for you.
Yes, if it's really cool, like no, like if it clear to that point, like I need to make money to eat,
Okay.
Some things I get is like,
yeah.
Okay, I see it, but like no one is gonna know I edited this or I worked on this.
Okay, yeah. Because we're gonna come to that aspect in terms of the Spanish was but why don't you post your work now? Is it because like people know your work or whatever? Because obviously like on Instagram or any platform, people post their work there just to get exposure or expose their work to whoever, to an audience or whatever. But if ever you get a chance on any campaign or whatever, there would be like some sort of reference.
Yeah.
So maybe if one was posting for the longest time and that person about check out that account and it's like, your work is dope, but it's or no, that work 2022.
Yeah.
No, one.
Yeah,
it would be like
That's why like for me, Instagram is sharp, like to like get like recognition.
Yeah.
I think like for me on my Instagram, I already have like like really crazy, because like I wanna on my Instagram I have like the followers to be honest.
But those are important
people.
people.
Like people that are inside are really like
no, I feel
equivalent to like 1,000.
No, I feel you.
For me.
Yeah.
So right now I can turn like if I have like some work, I just post it on my story.
Okay.
I post it on my story.
Yeah.
And then like if you open my story, you'll see
your work, your current work.
Yeah, my current one, you'll see the ones like, or maybe if you're scrolling through Instagram, you'll just see them on the credits.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just that like, and the reason why I'm not posting is not I feel fancy.
No.
Or feel Hollywood. It's just that like I have like this anxiety of like posting my work now. Like, that fear of posting my work.
Okay.
Now. I don't know where it comes from.
But it's something that exists.
It's something that exists.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it has a term for it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not quiet because like Kenyaka quiet or like I'm Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's just that like I have this fear of posting.
Okay.
Like
I'm sure sometimes you have moments where you are creating a post and you will cancel or
just throw it in my drafts.
Oh yeah.
Idula more since it do So yeah. And I was telling you how like everything started out with like me experimenting.
Yeah.
And then like the recognition came. And one thing like I hear from people is that like some people were like I'm doing like something and then like different from like majita amang boma like sauta abo.
Okay.
Because hapa banjwetsa ba like okay majita mang a zamile ntwe e entseng sauta ne. But like when I can you made it in a way like you broke like the boundaries they set for it.
Dog, like Spanish jo. Early days when I open an account on Instagram or what, you know, like Instagram and ako like if it's all started to create an account, ne, you'd get like a random follow from somebody, maybe Kubu UK or something. Ne? I don't know if it happened for when.
Yes.
So I got this random follow from this chick who States. He was doing something like similar to what you're doing now. I remember I once DM'd her. I think Nikibatla logo or Nikibatla edited like my photos or one. Then she gave me a rate in US dollars. Then I was like, hey, this is crazy. Then I because I'm not about how I haven't met ever since then till now. I haven't met anyone or seen anyone. Aira, what you doing? Ever since that chick wako States, yeah. So I guess that person that was telling you that, dog. It's true.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's true, dog.
Thank you. Because vele like like get like some gigs. Like the biggest gig I've ever got, like ratile too much. Was like the recent one with like Internet Girl.
Yeah, that one. I didn't even know that you were part of that until you told me, Jorge. You were part of like the editing team there.
Yeah, so the director, Royd.
When did this happen?
It was last year.
Last year.
It was last year. Like
2024.
2024. We were going to shoot for. It was like a week before shooting for my graduation, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got like a text from him. Like the first text, he commented on my story.
Who's that? Oh, the director. Okay.
And then, like I reply like he said my bro, I don't remember what I said,
Yeah.
And then like yeah. And then he came back like a few days again. He was like my bro again.
Yeah.
And he was like, please give me your numbers, and then I want to like hop on.
You don't know this guy at that time?
I know him like
you know him.
I followed his work like I told him, like, your work
okay.
is crazy, bro.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like these Cape Town bros.
Okay.
Like they're crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, your work is crazy, And then he was like, let's hop on a call,
Yeah.
Sharp, bro. And I thought it was gonna be like small things like
oh, okay, yeah.
And then when he told me like I want to put you on this Internet Girl music video and Maglera pull up. I don't know if you've heard like the song that's out now. I was like,
I haven't heard it, but this is your conversation, Elaine. Okay, no, it's cool, yeah.
I was like, yeah, like I'm shocked. Like one thing I remember that night, I was like shocked. I didn't know.
But you know the song by the time.
Like, you know what's crazy? So Internet Girl, I listened to Internet Girl before they were Internet Girl.
Okay.
They were this.
Just group. Like your VHS film thing.
So they were Lynch Party.
Before Internet Girl.
They called themselves Lynch Party.
Okay.
Yes. And then they came back as Internet Girl. Now they're doing indie.
It's like a rebrand, maybe, probably, yeah.
So like when they came back as Internet Girl, I was like, hey, Lynch Party, what are you doing? Let me hear though.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I really like this.
Yeah.
So for me, like since rebrand I think it was around like 2019.
Okay.
2019, 18, around like that time. So I've been like listening to them. Like I listened to like every song in Internet Girl until that last one. The remix.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, this is crazy. I couldn't hold
Dog.
myself.
Yeah.
And then he asked me, please tell me about yourself. What do you like? Whatever. We had like a proper conversation and like, yeah, like.
Then that happened.
That happened, and then like we had like the best music video in South Africa.
Dog, like, I think by the time the music video was released, it was all over like Instagram or what. Especially Madlera at that time, he was, I think, on top. He's still on top, but at that time, like, he was so fresh, because he was doing like a run of features and stuff. And I guess that was his first feature outside of hip hop. Like, so obviously that was doing rounds more Instagram. Like, so I keep on seeing this black and white video. I'm like, okay, this is Matlera, but he's on some punkish, like almost rock type joint. I'm like, okay, but this has happened before, where artists cross over. Like Bukwesta has done songs, I think, with the Palotones and stuff. This has happened before, but I'm like, okay, but this video, dog, it's dope. Like, the silhouette, damn fella. It's black and white, but it's different, dog. So when you told me that you were part of the editing like team, that video, I was like flipping. Yeah, like at the time it was like I saw your work on Instagram, but it felt like, okay, damn, that means the quality of your work is leveling AR. So how was the process like editing? How did it move around in terms and editor the music video? And how did it move around? Because, let me make an example in terms of music and beats. I can sometimes, like there'll be 4 producers on a beat, and it moves around. This guy adds hi-hats. That guy on his dope got bass line. Yes. How was the process? The editing.
So mostly I did like the online stuff. So there was like another cut of the video. So another cut of the video, it had a VHS.
Okay.
So what Roy told me is, he said, please edit like the VHS for me. So when you send it, you're just gonna send me like the project file.
Okay.
And then now what I did for that thing, I didn't like with online editing, like Roy like the Cape Town bros. The guys who were doing like offline.
Okay.
They in Cape Town.
Okay.
So like there were ones who were like actually sitting like on the table, like cutting everything like from start to like bottom. So what I got is I was just getting like short clips, getting like the full video, like the first cut, and then like just cutting like somewhere, choosing like the best part.
You were assembling. You were almost assembling the whole thing.
So now what I did, Roy, Shelby, and Town this year.
White Brewers.
Sorry.
White Brewers.
Nah, Shelby is actually I think me and Shelby were the only black people in the editing team. Shelby he's also like a great editor. Like the whole editing, like the whole team that was here. Is like great people from like the VFX.
In terms of work-wise,
like
it was a good team.
It was like the Avengers.
Shit.
One thing I'll tell you, like.
But anyway, that's how the video looks. Anyway, you can tell people they were working behind that thing, man.
Great producers and etc. So what happened is now like Roy was giving me these things, and then we were hopping like on the call. And then maybe like I had like some this this other thing, it's a hitting on the video, this other effect.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was my idea or it was his idea, but like it was just an idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want credits on it.
Yeah. But you're part of that.
Yeah. So what happened is like we were just working. Like I really enjoyed working on that thing.
Yeah.
Like for me, to actually have like a fear to drop again, on like on my Instagram. It's because like that thing said like the highest.
Okay, no, it makes sense now.
You see,
it makes sense.
It said like the highest bar for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I'm like, you see,
yeah.
I need to like go crazy.
I feel you.
To like, but like on this other project I'm working on, like.
Okay, it's pushing you to that.
Yes, yes. It's like industry wise and like but we'll talk about it next time.
Next time, yeah, definitely not, definitely. So, in a nutshell, that was your highlight working on that music video, because I guess in a space of, it was last year 2024. That means in a space of 3 years of working on your craft, you got that span as a breakthrough, probably, or as a let me just say, as a stamp of, no, okay, this is where I'm at in terms of my skill.
You know what's crazy? Good. I heard you said 3 years, nah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kibuela, like technically, like how local institution like what I've done.
Oh yeah, 3 years, yeah.
But obviously in the making, it's been like.
Nah, Kibuela, like as an editor.
Okay.
It was actually like a year.
It was a year, years. Second year, that's why you chose to.
Yeah, and then like, it was a year. Like I just like, boom, because one thing this year, what happened is, some gigs I got.
Yeah.
They hiring me because of like that series I had, like an experimental.
Okay, yes.
So now they like, yo, Tepo, can you please like do something like this for me?
Yeah.
Now I know.
With reference from a certain experiment, or a series,
yeah. So from Tototaka experimenting like stock footages, taking like random music videos, and adding like my own source of like.
Yeah, and feel to it.
Yeah, wabo.
Yeah.
And like they're actually helping me a lot right now.
Yeah. Nah, that's fire, bro. Your story, I feel like it's more inspiring, dog. Like the pivots, especially the pivots, like along the way. Wanting to study this, you actually did that, but you pivot. Like I think it was meant to be like if you look in hindsight, okay, where I started and where you at now, and the work that you have done so far. That's dope. So, in closing, yes, you are deep into the editing like field, So, what are your plans in terms of like personally? Do you see yourself opening up an agency of your own, or what's your plan? Do you want to start off by working? Obviously, you gotta work before you carry your own thing. Are you looking at working for other people first, or are you freelancing, or what's your plans?
So right now I'm trying to like build lots of relationships.
Okay.
With like, can be like from like your underdogs to your big dogs.
No, definitely.
Because
yes.
One thing I learned is that
skill is skill.
Yeah, skill is skill.
Yeah.
Because one thing I realized is that like, I'll never sleep on an underdog.
That's I think not the worst, but that's something whack that you do, like. Yeah.
Because one thing I remember, I used to be an underdog, but
yeah.
And then like the same people we live up, but they came back like after some few months or like a year.
Yeah.
And then now
on some hard dog.
You see, but like when I look at like my how killing where I'm at right now, I'll say like out of 10 where I'm at right now, I'm still chilling on like 3.
Yeah, also reach like your
pinnacle
straight.
Yeah, I'm not where I wanna be right now.
Yeah.
So for the future, I wanna like.
Would you ever reach that, Mar? Where you're like, I've arrived, like.
Yes, when I reached level 3. I was like, yeah, I arrived. Yes.
But later you are like, no, I'm still in level. I'm in level 3. No.
I was like, no. I was like, I arrived in level 3.
It's a. Oh yes, yes.
Like,
it's a new stage.
Yeah, it's a new stage.
Okay, no.
What's next?
Yeah. Okay.
For me, it's always like, what's next?
Okay, no, I can feel it, dog.
Like, like, let's say right now, one thing happen, like you'll forever be like rejected in this industry, and it's okay.
Yeah, not true.
But to reject that a lot, you show people. Let's say we out like on a social event thing, you show people your work, whatever, and sometimes like when they reject you, they don't reject you because like you're not good at what you do.
Yes.
You know what? A smart man told me that like they reject you because like they're scared of you.
Yeah. No, definitely.
They be like, oh, yeah. I see. Like, let's say you're an editor, and then like, I wanna be like your junior.
Yeah.
Or like, please, can I have an internship? And when I show you my work, you see her like, oh, this kid is like 22. And then for me to reach this level he's at 22, I was like 28.
No,
So like people like they scared of you for
so it's no like reason. This guy by the time he's 28 he'll be on some other level, or even 28 it's far, like 25 and G
or 23
or 23.
Because
yes,
one thing I'll tell you is that like,
because I guess that this industry is fast paced in terms of
it's fast paced.
You need to grow, like
it's fast paced. That's why like this year, like I'm learning so many softwares.
Okay, yes.
You see, like
you're trying to improve, like.
Yes. I won't mention the softwares because like people just to see me like on those softwares. But sure. Like I'm working on like some crazy softwares right now.
No, yeah.
And like I'm just like working on myself, working on my craft.
Yeah.
Trying to like work on my relationships with people.
Yeah.
Make time for my family and friends.
True.
Because I really have time for my family and friends lately.
Yeah.
And just grow.
Yeah. And be a good bro in jail.
Yeah. Like. Just because how lemoto, like when you're a good bro, opportunities come left and right.
Dog, yeah.
They come left and right.
And sometimes if they don't come, it doesn't mean you're not a good bro.
Hey.
It means you just need to be patient sometimes. And just continue being a good bro. Like,
and if Hana until like you don't have a project, just go on YouTube. There's so many things you can find on YouTube to like learn.
Yeah.
And then also let me skill is say like you just have it in your pocket.
Yeah.
One day you'll just whip it out, be like,
Yeah.
No,
like, true.
Oh,
no,
you
facts.
can do this. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, now goal is just like to build like relationships with like people.
Yeah. From
like your big dogs, underdogs. I don't believe in like burning bridges.
I don't believe as well on burning bridges, dog.
But if like we have like an argument in this project, like we ended up like hating each other.
Yeah.
And then we meet on another one. Not like just for work's sake. Let's just get along.
Yeah, true. You know? Yes. Yeah.
Let's just get along, and you'll see like if we work on that thing, you'll see like we'll end up like actually talking about what happened.
Yeah.
And then fixing things.
True.
But that's why I don't believe in burning bridges.
Yeah. Rather cut off the what's this? Rather cut off the maybe cut down a bit on the friendship side and just focus on the business side.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I believe in as well.
So, but like one day, right now, Vele, like you asked me, I wanna work for like people, etc. I have like dream post production companies like I wanna work for and no, it's that thing like I need to like push hard and just have like a very very solid portfolio.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Because surely it's a big like company, né?
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah,
it's big. Like it's big.
I'm sure it's working on adverts like you said you wanna work on.
MTN.
Okay, shit.
Like they even like work on like Hollywood stuff.
Damn. Okay.
They had like this other one for VFX. They were in a team of like the VFX artists for the Avatar series on Netflix.
Okay.
And they're South African.
Yeah.
And it's in 4 ways.
4 ways. Okay.
Abo?
Yeah, I'm sure anybody listening to this already it's already company. I think.
Yeah. So like, yeah, for me, bro, I just wanna like build relationships.
Yeah. But I think in a nutshell, what you just spoke on that you wanna work on, it's just the business aspect of it, and grow the business aspect of it. Cause I think technically, now you feel like you are level 3, like sharp.
Yeah, level 3 sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to go to like level 100.
Yeah.
Like I'm still
we can't wait for
3.
that. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get there. Like, when I
you're gonna get there,
100,
dog. Yeah.
I'm gonna want more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to go to 200.
Cause it sounds like your work rate, it's something that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, Tepo dog, shout outs for pulling through. There's been a dope conversation. Now, personally, I love your work, dog. I was exposed to not just your work, but you by my little brother. First time when we met, he was like, okay, no, that man, it's so. Because sometimes he shares your work. He was like, no, I've shared this and this and that. Man. But check out contact. Then I was like, okay, let me just see. Then when I got there, I saw like, yeah, no, this guy is serious. So since then, I was like, I gotta have this guy more platform and just check where it started and everything, and just school me. Okay, how does this thing work? Yeah. And I'm sure somebody listening out there, Lene, or struggling, okay, maybe I wanna study this, I wanna do cinematography, or in at this point maybe they'll have an idea. Okay, this is this is that, this is that.
And one thing, Joe, I can say, if you wanna like do this thing, and actually like be crazy at it, just believe in yourself.
Yeah, nothing hectic, right?
And like believing in yourself, in like easier said than done.
Type thing. Yes, yeah.
When I say believe in yourself, don't just say, yeah, I believe in myself.
It's like saying, no, this thing is easy.
Just believe in yourself and be like, I'm gonna go on YouTube, or I'm gonna approach like my rapper friends, be like, let me shoot this for you. I wanna like achieve this.
Exactly.
And then like shy, and then like you got it. Like every time you work on like something new, skill is how it goes up, goes up.
It's more or less fall in love with the thing before like you try like other things. Fall in love first with the thing.
And always ask for help.
That's important though. That's important though.
Yeah, and always ask for help.
I was gonna say this name, but I'll just say it in closing. Like your trajectory, like the process to be where you at now in terms of career paths. I feel like soccer played a major part, like mentally, because you saying like don't be scared to ask for help. You know, ko bolonjo, if somebody has a dope technique, maybe you're competing with somebody with a right wing or compete like, and he has a great technique across the board. You won't be scared to be like, yo, dog, how do you do that? Yeah, like after training, let's just stay behind for 10 minutes and just no, but otherwise, dog, Mtsepana, thank you for putting through. Go check out KAREEM'S, right?
Yes.
Kareem, because I was gonna ask you anyway. I get Kareem. I was gonna ask you about the Islamic faith, but we'll speak about it like on the next one. Yeah. But shout outs for pulling through, dog. I wish you nothing but the best in your work, and yeah, dog, your work is dope, and we can't wait for you to post your new work. Where you at? No,
2026.
Yeah, but otherwise, major shout outs for pulling through, dog. Thank you so much.
Linda, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was great, and catch you on the next episode, people. There was KAREEM'NOTBENZI, Mr. Potsane, Tsepo Potsane. Go check out his work. He's really dope. And yeah, and we out.
Sharp. Bye bye.